Hello friends, I am Dr Sourabh Patwardhan from Nandadipai Hospital, Sangli, India. In this video, I will be speaking about a case of post-vitrectomized eye with silicone oil in the vitreous cavity and near total cataract where posterior segment is not clearly visible. So the posterior segment surgeon has advised for removal of the cataract and oil removal is not yet planned. This is quite early post-operative period, just 2 months, and there is almost near total cataract. So in such cases you have to be careful about posterior capsular touch during vitrectomy. CCC is difficult in these cases because of the silicone oil upthrust. So always try to use these small side incisions which keep the antechamber watertight all the time, and use viscoat or hylucoat to keep the antechamber pressure maintained. And it's better to avoid excessive hydrodissection where you are expecting a posterior capsular tear which might have occurred during the primary vitrectomy surgery. So if you can watch for the posterior capsule on slit lamp and check if there is any capsular touch, you have to be even more careful during this surgery. And even if you cannot see, just make sure that you have the posterior segment surgeon ready in case there is a tear and oil starts spilling out. So once the antechamber is filled with hylucoat, which is combination of chondroitin and hyaluronate, you start with the spiraling technique. So unlike intumescent cataract, where once you remove the intralenticular fluid and reduce the intralenticular pressure, there is no further upthrust. In these cases, because of the silicone oil which is lighter than water, it is continuously pushing the lens anteriorly, and if there is a leakage from the antechamber anytime, it is going to cause outward movement of this capsular axis edge. And I have seen surgeons trying to do it, and the tear just goes out radially without giving any time for the surgeon to react. So this is the best way to do it from the side incision, and just for the last bit I use the microcapsular axis forceps through the main incision, making sure there is no leakage of viscoat from the main incision. I didn't do any hydrodissection here, and just because this is a soft cataract, I just want to aspirate it out. I am very carefully looking for any posterior capsular rupture here. In case it is noted and there is oil egress, we can use viscoat or hylucoat to plug that area and then continue the Phaco emulsification. But if there is excess amount of oil which is coming out, the posterior segment surgeon has to be consulted. These cases with silicone oil filled eyes, the posterior capsule generally is quite thick because of the presence of oil, and if there is no breach in the posterior capsule during the first primary vitrectomy surgery, usually it is very safe and there is very less risk of posterior capsular tear in such cases unless it was pre-existing. The small capsular axis which is good enough to cover the optic is useful. That avoids anterior movement of the IOL once it is placed in the bag. At the end of the surgery, if you feel still there is upthrust because of the silicone oil, you can also suture the incision if you are afraid that antechamber may leak and may cause optic capture. In such cases, it is better to suture these incisions. In case you are planning to do silicone oil removal in the same sitting, it is always better to suture the incision and then create the pars plana ports. Some surgeons do the pars plana ports before doing cataract surgery, but I don't advise it because it changes the fluidics in the antechamber a lot. So it is better to remove the cataract first and then use the pars plana ports to continue with the VR surgery. For more such videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and do visit our website phacotraining.org.in. Thank you.